Hello and welcome back to IRS. Welcome back to a brand new season. We are kicking off the Tier 2 season at Silverstone, Great Britain. Season 13 underway, 13 drivers in the lobby as well. Bit of a shit show start for attendance, but we're hoping that can pick up in the next races. 10 round calendar, as most of the drivers seem to have taken a liking to the new calendar. It's a pretty decent one, to be fair. A lot of good tracks on there. Good Epi in the Ferrari today. He's going to be looking to battle for the championship. LWB moving up to Tier 1, along with Tino up in Tier 1 as well, so does open up the championship battle now. Epi, Star Defender, Wild Jager maybe there, Matty having a look, and of course all the newcomers like MC, Sassino, Dusty Balls, Mitch, Mr. Orabeng, Top Pack. We're going to be trying to get them. Chip. Who's going to be the first driver here today to set a lap? I think it's going to be Wild Jager in the Haas, teaming up. Them two keeping themselves in the Haas, so I think someone should add to me. Possibly get in for an invite if I can find them. Can't see anything, so we'll go on board with Wild Jager then, as he starts the first flying lap of season 13 in this 18-minute qualifying session. See what sort of times these Tier 2 drivers can do. Down the straight towards the first checkpoint, the 27.4 for Jaeger. As we're about to exit Luffield. Down towards Cops Corner for the first time. See what gear he takes it through, does take it flat out. And he lifts gear 8 down to gear 7. Through Maggots and Beckett's into Chapel, then onto the hanger straight. So 103.2 for Wild Jager, who's out of battery, 21%. Didn't use much down that straight there. And we go through Stowe down into Vale. Ride the curves, try to get a decent exit, takes a bit too much curb, lights up the rear tyres, out of Club Corner down onto the Hamilton straight. It's a 27.5 for Wild Jager. We've got Epi behind, who's done a 26.8. Quite away in front then, got one of the McLarens. Top Pappy, a 130.0. Mitch in the Mercedes, a 128.1. Jumps up to P3. Still early on in his qualifying session. Mr. Orabeng, 27.4. Pops up in P2 for the Aston Martin. Matty at 27.6. We're on board with Dusty Balls as he comes out of club. Up to a 27.3. Pistol Racing has got into the lobby now. He's on a lap that's just been invalidated. Star Defender also invalidated. IRS LB44 just starting a lap. And who sends the invite in? for someone else to join to make it 14 drivers. Through woodcut we go. With IRS W44, who's on a sort of warm-up lap, does run wide within the validation, got the battery turned off, just getting used to the track. Him being British though, won't take much to get used to Silverstone. But no driver has yet got into the 26s alongside Epi. Currently just over 4 tenths ahead of the rest of the field at the moment. Pretty close, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, only 3 tenths between them. Kentrum, 130.4 for him at the moment. Pistol racing in the Alpine at 104.1, not too bad, as he drains the battery down into slow. And he finished the lap off strong through Vale on Club Corner. Looks at 28.3, P8 at the moment. Mario Bros. As we're just trying to get a couple more drivers in. I'm not sure what happened to the person I just sent an invite to. Did join the lobby, but has disappeared. As we sent Electric an invite as well, hopefully he can get in. As IRS LB44 does the 29.7, P10 for him in the Ferrari. Mario Bros up to the line, P9, 28.4. Effie back out on track. Anyone lighting up the sectors? Not at the moment. As we're still trying to get some people in. Electric, that's another invite for him. Oh, there you go, there's Electric. He's into the session. Joining the IRS session for the first time in a very long time is Electric Envy. Someone's currently on a lap while Jager has actually started from P4 at the moment for him, 27.5. Let's see if he's got anything else in this house. Half a tenth down into sector 1. Bit tentative on the throttle there. Coming through Luffield. Hasn't got his teammate. He's validated, while Jager hasn't validated. 8 minutes to go. Still trying to get some more people into the session. Struggling to get them in. I think they've got some issues going on. Come on board with Effie, see what he's doing. 22,000 for the second, up into sector 1. As we head towards Maggots and Beckett's in the Ferrari. He's up on his time. Draining that battery very early. Just under 2 tenths up now for Effie. Only driver in the 26s. Looking for a nice improvement here. Up to the line we go. It's 26.7. No one else close enough at the moment. Mr. Orabeng there on a good lap here, 2 tenths up, going through sector 1 as we head down towards Cox Corner, down into gear 7, flat out. That's how I take it as well. Pretty nice through there. And he do the same through Magus and Beckett's, down into gear 6 and gear 5, tries to get a good exit, starts applying the battery, 2.5 tenths up. Looking to get on the front row of the grid here is Mr. Orabeng. Pretty decent through a slow corner. When you get these last couple of corners right, find even more time to get himself into the 26s. Runs a bit wide onto the curb there, up to the 27.094, and puts himself P2 as Matty jumps up to P3 in the Red Bull there, just behind him with a 27.2. Pistol racing, 41 thousandths of a second up into sector 1 as we jump aboard with him, coming through Woodcut. Got a star defender down in P14 at the moment, a driver that's been tipped to battle for the Drivers' Championship by a few people in the Discord. We'll see if that is the case, but right now we're on board with Pistol Racing, who's 4 tenths up here, looking to get himself into the top 6 possibly, if he can finish this lap off strongly. No teammate for him today, so he's going to have to carry the Alpines for round 1. Out the final corner we come, up to the line, so 27.7, good improvement there, and that is P6. Got another chance, another set of tyres to possibly get himself into the top 5. A lot of debuts here today, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out on a lot of the drivers. Try to switch the camera around as much as we can. Electric Envy in the pits along with Star Defender. Both drivers yet to set a time here as we're on board with C. Mitch, 9 thousandths of a second up on his time. Currently sitting P7 in the Mercedes. His teammate's struggling to get into the session at the moment. Did briefly join, but left again. We'll try to send another invite after this lap to see if he's online. Deployment used for C. Mitch here as he jumps up into P6 ahead of Pistol Racing. Right, most drivers are in the pits at the moment. Star Defenders out there. Everyone's waiting to start their last lap. Both McLarens out on track, preparing their out laps. Can anyone get near Epi though? That's the question. Star Defender needs to get near everyone because he's yet to set a time. Right, we're looking to send Firehouse one more invite, but I can't find him on our friends list anywhere. Star Defender starts a flying lap. Right, there's fire hands. Invite sent. And star defenders lap has been compromised there by C. Mitch, who's possibly been in AI, and that could be a potential penalty coming his way from star defender who's trying to set his only lap. Electric Envy out on track for the first time, probably since, I don't know, season 5 maybe, season 4, 5, 6, one of those seasons. We'll see what star defenders do, but I think they'll probably be going again here, no doubt. Still giving it some of the IRS, looking to get a lap in. Should have went down gears probably a bit earlier there. Still on a great lap here, to be fair, 102.7 after being impeded through the first sector. He's not going to get a chance to do another lap, and he's run wide there. Luckily, he hasn't invalidated, but he's not the qualifying session star defender would have thought he would have had coming up to start the season. 26.8 P2. How's that? That looks so scruffy, that lap. As a 26.8. Honestly, I thought he was so much further back than that. Electric Envy, let's see what he can do. Only got the game yesterday, I think. As he's using hot lap through the corners, needs to turn that down to medium through the corners. Get much better traction. Things he'll start to learn. As we head down towards Cops Corner with Electric Envy in the Red Bull. Expecting him to stay P14, to be fair. He stayed in hot lap this whole time. So 105.8 as he drains the battery. Not too bad through there, to be fair. Star defender, that's him done. Electric Envy is a 130.3. I don't know what, for having a game for one day, that ain't too bad. Mario Bros P10. Up to the line goes C. Mitch, P6. Aston Martin, Mr. Orabeng, a 126.9. Stays P3. Both McLarens into the pits. Got IRS LB44. Coming through the last couple of corners, he's currently P13. Jumps up to P11. His teammate Epi does a 126.6 and improves his time again. Matty's going to be next up in the Red Bull. Improved but stays P5. Got Kentrum, who's up to P7, 127.3. Decent lap from Kentrum there. About to be knocked down a position from Dusty Balls, who moved up to P4 in the Williams, and that is the end of the qualifying session. No, it's not. YJ got he's into the pits, and Epi is going to be the first driver this season to take pole position. Let me just have a look at the Tier 2 history, pole positions, and you know what? I think that's Epi's first ever pole position at IRS. Yeah, it is. So congratulations to Epi. His two Finnish friends not racing this season, and round one he gets up to pole position. Star defender P2, who honestly I thought was having the most scruffiest lap ever, has managed to get P2 there. So there's your confirmation then. Epi taking pole position by exactly 2/10 to star defender. Electric Envy with no setup in P14. I think we're going to see some improvements throughout the season from him. Alright, here we go then. We're about to get this brand new season underway. International Racing Series Tier 2 at Silverstone for round 1 of the season. To get going, Epi on pole position ahead of star defender. The lights are on. 3, 4, 5 red lights here at Silverstone. And away we go. Who's got the better start? Looks like Star Defender's had a good start there, but Epi's dropped down into P2. Mr. Orabeng's flying there up into P2 past Epi as well. Someone's run wide in the background, but Epi seems to have lost a couple of positions. While Jager looking to jump up into P3. Well, there's action in the background. There's someone off the track there, one of the Mercedes, I think it is. Matty and Mario Bros having a little battle there. Mario Bros up 4 positions. Sorry, that was Dusty Balls and Matty, but yeah, Epi's down to P4 there from pole position. So a terrible start for him. Star Defender up into the lead. We've got Pistol Racing having a battle with C Mitch and MC Sassino. Electric Envy up to P12 in the Red Bull as 2 drivers running wide there. And here's coming Kentram, Electric Envy as well, having a little look at Pistol Racing. Sop Pappy in P13, having a look at the Red Bull as well. pretty hectic start from Tier 2. I wouldn't say it's been a messy start. It's been a racy, fiery start to the season. Everyone's keeping it clean, to be fair. As Top Happy and Electric Envy going at it for P12. Let's remember as well, points scored are first position up to P15, fastest lap. Point is back this season as well. Epi's already scored the first point of the season by getting pole position. Mr. Orabang tucked up behind the star defender at the moment. Wild Jaeger, P3. We've got a little DRS train in the top 6 that's about to start. Mario Bros has currently dropped off that 1.5 seconds behind Matty. MC Sassino having a look at Mario Bros, tucked up behind the Aston Martin at the moment. It's a strange choice of tyres for Electric Envy of Fire Hands on the softs there. They're not going to go long into this race. They're going to die off pretty quickly. As MC Sassino makes a bit of a mistake there. Could have been onto the back of Mario Bros. As Epi's having a look at Wild Jaeger through Stowe. Ferrari getting up into P3. Everyone else close enough for a move. Electric Envy now dropping off the pace a little bit. 2.1 seconds. He's still in points position. As he starts to apply the battery. He's pulling away from some drivers though. Top Happy, IRS LB44, Fire Hands at the back of the grid at the moment. And we're on board with Wild Jaeger, who looks at the back of Epi. Got a move. What's going on? That's Electric Envy. Spun round. Or was that Top Puppy that spun round? Top Puppy in the McLaren. Top Happy, sorry, in the McLaren. Off the track. Grass on the tyres, dropping down to P14. IRS LB44 moves up into P13. And will hunt down Electric Envy. And that was a move there from MC Sassino. Right on the back of Mario Bros. Looking for a way by into P7. Got Kentrum and Pistol Racing not too far behind C Mitch. I think Pistol Racing's actually got past Kentrum there. In the background, there he is, as we're on board with MC Sassino. With the DRS down into Stowe, trying to go around the outside. That'd be a great move, that. A slight bit of contact. Mario Bros just about saves it. Pistol Racing getting 2 positions there in one corner. With Mario Bros having a moment and C Mitch losing the position to Pistol Racing. Kentrum battling with Mario Bros there. Electric Envy being caught up with IRS LB44. Top Pappy and Fire Hands side by side, and Fire Hands lights up the rear tyres and spins it round back up to the top 6. Star Defender now pushing away up the front. 1.6 second gap to Mr. Orabang. Dusty Balls having a little look at Wild Jaeger through Luffield. Gonna have a little run through Woodcut down to Cops Corner. Thinks about it and saves the battery instead. For the hanger straight, I'm guessing, because Wild Jaeger is currently outside the DRS window to Epi ahead. So it could be dropping down to P5 here. If Dusty Balls can get a good exit, which he does. Has the DRS. Doesn't use any ERS though. So he's going to be staying behind Jaeger as Epi jumps up to P2 past Mr. Orabang around the outside through Stowe. Kentrum gets past Mario Bros. Pistol Racing has now gapped that little battle and starts to close up to MC Sassino. Got IRS LB44 and Electric Envy battling here. This is one for the history books. As Electric Envy on those soft tyres will start to struggle here. They will realise that soft tyres on this game are really not the one for races. Unless it's a really short distance, about 3 or 4 laps to the flag. Wants to be in gear 3 really, through these couple of corners. In the DRS now of IRS W44 is Electric. Someone with no setup as well and having a game for one day is doing pretty decent. He's tucked up behind the IRS W44 as he applies the battery. He's going to stay with the Ferrari down towards Cops, back into medium. Takes a better line than IRS W44. Through Cops, Fire Hands had a moment in Luffield. IRS W44 going to take Electric Envy with him as Wild Jager's having a look. Sorry, Dusty Balls is getting past Wild Jager, and there's a bit of a moment there as well, and that's Matty spun round. I'm not sure what happened there to him. He went the complete wrong way there. He dropped all the way down to P11. Might lose some more positions to IRS W44 or Electric as they come out the final corner. Then tucked up behind Epi. Still 1.6 seconds to gap out front. Epi not able to catch up with Star Defender. Dusty Balls and Wild Jager now 4th and 5th out the battle for the podium. Pistol Racing doing well here. Now up into P7 and has caught up to MC Sassino in the DRS of the Williams. Kentra not too far behind as well, doing well in P8. About to see a move here from Pistol Racing. If we could get Maggots and Beckett's right, should be able to glide past him on the straight with the help of DRS. A bit too far behind this time. Didn't get Maggots and Beckett's the way you would have wanted, I think. Just closes up to the back. Yellow flag, and that is Wild Jager around. Has he got wing damage as well? I'm sure. No, he doesn't. He just spun around. But the side by side here, Wild Jager and MC Sassino. Mr. Orabang's into the pits. Pistol Racing up the inside. Opportunist move from Pistol Racing there. Now up into P5. Mr. Orabang from P3 up into the pits here with a fresh set of medium tyres, so he's going for a 2-stop by the looks of it. Committing early to the 2-stop. Got an interesting battle now here. P4 at the moment, Wild Jager with Pistol Racing behind, MC Sassino, Kentrum. Mario Bros a bit too far behind, along with C Mitch. IRS W44 is tucked up behind Matty. Electric's had a moment somewhere. He's dropped off the pace from IRS W44, lost a lot of time, so he's definitely had a moment somewhere. We're on board with Pistol Racing. Starts to apply the battery. I think we might be just a bit too far back for a move into Stowe here. Could be wrong though if he goes around the outside on the hard tyres. Oh, Wild Jager moved over on Pistol Racing. No, that was a bit unfair on Jager. Should have gave the space to the Alpine there. Mario Bros into the pits. On those hard tyres already. Matty's also into the pits. Effie's now caught up to Star Defender here. He's in the DRS. Top 2. In a league of their own at the moment. A lot of people into the pits here. Got Mario Bros onto a set of mediums, Matty onto a set of hards, Electric onto a set of hards as well, Top Pappy onto a set of mediums. As we go back and forth with Wild Jager, he runs very wide there. That's going to be a big mistake. And he's starting to struggle with that tyre wear on the Haas, I believe. Making a few mistakes here, just running wide here and there, losing time on the exits of the corners like that. Pistol Racing and Kenton take the position. Diego's gonna take P7 with C Mitch right on his tail. Star Defenders into the pits from the lead of this race onto a set of hard tyres. More Jager and C Mitch as well into the pits now. We'll see where everyone rejoins in this race once all the pit stops are over. So it stars P8 behind Mr. Orobeng, who has got the undercut on those medium tyres, as he's behind IRS LB44. Up the inside he goes. IRS LB44 just braking a bit too early there, just letting him go, realising that Aston Martin's on fresher tyres, doesn't want to cost him time. This is the battle for the lead of the race at the moment, even though they're 6th and 8th. IRS LB44 currently out of position, he's yet to stop. Top 5 yet to stop as well. As you can see the gap between Mario Bros and Star Defender. As here goes Star, past IRS LB44, easy enough. IRS LB44 going long in the race as MC Casino and Pistol Racing dive into the pits. That's early for Pistol Racing, to be fair, on the hard tyres. Epi stayed out. Dusty Balls, Tension staying out. Star Defender back up into P5 and grew over the back of Mr. Orobeng. Trying to switch back. Got the outside line. Can he get a good exit? We'll have the DRS to help him here. Starts to apply the battery. Mr. Orobeng moving to the left hand side, being defensive, trying not to give any slipstream at all. Star Defender around the outside, there's contact. I think Star turned in a bit too early there, which caused that little lock of tyres. Much cleaner through Luffield from both of them. Still a bit of contact which pushes Mr. Orobeng wide, but yeah, I think Star just turned in a bit too early into that corner there. Mr. Orobeng still with a DRS though. Pistol Racing, P7, ahead of MC Casino and Mario Bros, while Jager down to P10 now. Dusty Balls into the pits. Where will he rejoin in this race? As Wild Jager and Mario Bros going at it there. So here comes Dusty Balls on the exit. Going to be pretty close to that little train of cars. Got to warm up those hards very quick. There's the gap. Pistol Racing with MC Casino, Wild Jager, Mario Bros trailing behind. Pistol Racing is going to have to use those medium tyres that are warmed up through this little section here, just like getting the DRS of the Williams ahead. Only drivers yet to pit: Effie, Kentrum and IRS LB44, but as we speak, Effie makes his way into the pit lane from first position. 11 laps he's done on those medium tyres. Switches over to the hards. Where will he rejoin this race? Kentrum staying out. Star defender goes past Mr. Orabeng. Also going past, Epi's going to be rejoining just ahead of his teammate, IRS LB44. IRS LB44 won't be battling this one. Oh, he makes a bit of a mistake there, just braked a bit too late, which locks up the rear tyres. Pistol racing, almost in that 1 second gap of Dusty Balls. Can he get it on the exit? Almost had it. Dusty Balls just doing enough. So we're just waiting for Kentrum and IRS LB44 to pit now. And the racing order will be back to normal. IRS LB44 Kentrum on those hard tyres. Kentrum leading the way though for the first time this season. Didn't lead many laps last season, but already in round 1 he's leading the way, ahead of Star Defender, who's going to be able to make this move very quickly. There he goes up the inside. Kentrum won't fight this one on older tyres, doesn't want to lose time. Battling with someone out of position, and Star Defender retaking the lead of this race. IRS LB44 finally boxing. Where will he see himself in this race? I think he's going to be down in P12 behind Mitch. Dusty Balls with the new fastest lap there, 1:29.790. So now what, IRS LB44 is going to be very close with C Mitch here. No, it's not. It's gone past already. P12 for IRS LB44. Both Ferraris inside the points. Kentrum's still doing very well, you know, on those hard tyres. Has stayed just over a second behind Star Defender on this lap. Almost gets himself within the DRS of Star Defender there, so Kentrum driving very good here on these 12 lap old hard tyres. He will be dropping down to, I think, P13. That's a yellow flag from Firehands again, struggling through the final corner. Heavy onto the back of Mr. Orabeng. Yeah, Dusty Balls has picked up the pace quite a bit in these last couple of laps. We were saying about Pistol Racing being just over a second behind him trying to get in the DRS detection zone, and he's pulled off over 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds to Pistol Racing in the last couple of laps there on those fresh hards. It's a good battle this though for 6th, 7th and 8th. Matty's closed back up to Mario Bros. Electric doing well in P13 to be fair. He's gapped Top Pappy on those mediums. I'm sure this is a good learning curve for him as well, just getting used to how the car handles. Should have stayed in gear 3 there, needs to get the revs up high. Needs to keep that revs up really high. He's just changing gear a bit too early. As Firehands picked up a penalty. Possibly through gear 7 there. He's had no practice on this track as well, to be fair, so. Oh, MC Casino all over the back of Pistol Racing. Here comes Jaeger as well, having a little look. Matty just behind as well, about to make a move on Mario Bros. Tries to go around the outside, doesn't quite work out. Pistol Racing still defending hard from MC Casino. We've got Electric Envy who spun round. Onto the grass he goes. Got Matty into the pits. What's happened to him? Another stop. Drop in very far back. IRS LB44 now up to P11. Kentrim losing the position to Epi there, who's 7 seconds behind Star Defender with 11 laps to go. Only 3 laps tyre difference. Mr. Oroveg on the medium tyres, 8 laps. They're going to struggle to get to the end there, and he might be under pressure from Dusty Balls on lap 26. As Kentrim finally pits, Mr. Oroveg following as well there. Ooh! Overtakes Kentrim into the pits there. I thought he was going to run into the back of him. Luckily the car's ghosted. Mr. Oroveg's heartbeat must have been through the roof there. Has these 2 stoppers. I'm surprised about this 2 stoppers. Really am. A lot of people committed to it early. Got Kentrim, Mr. Oroveg. Kentrim did the 1 stop, sorry, but Mr. Oroveg's into the pits. Jaeger was into the pits as well. Dusty Balls on his debut is currently running in a podium position, and he's 7 seconds ahead of Pistol Racing, so looking very good for the Williams driver. 3rd and 5th for Williams. They did win it last season. They won absolutely everything last season. Obviously different drivers, but tier 1 drivers, constructors, tier 2 drivers and constructors, and the combined constructors throughout the whole season was won by Williams. Star Defender was one of those drivers for the Williams. He's currently switched over to the McLaren and he's leading the way, 5.8 seconds from Epi now. Has taken 1.3 seconds out of this lap. Pistol Racing up to P4. He's had a great race, to be fair. He's up 5 positions. MC Casino's up 5 positions as well. So these 2 drivers here had a very, very clean race, getting himself through a lot of positions. Mario Bros up 5 positions as well. So there's quite a lot of shouts here for driver of the day, which is decided by the commentator, which is me. Tier 1 commentators as well decide the driver of the day. Kentrim on the tail of C. Mitch. IRS LB44 not too far behind as well. He's starting to make moves in this race. P10. He's on the medium tyres, which will be a lot fresher than the guys ahead. So can he get himself a couple more positions before the end of this race? As Kentrim gets the job done on C. Mitch there in the Mercedes, who's running P9. Salt Pappy into the pits. Electric's been into the pits as well. He's onto the medium tyres as Firehands just drifting out of Luffield there. Just get out of the way of a few drivers. Epi now 5 seconds the gap. And he's pushing on. This race is not over. As MC Sassino finally gets past Pistol Racing, who's decided to dive into the pits here. He's going for a 2-stop race as well. We have got a safety car for some reason. I'm not sure why we've got a safety car. We've got electric into the wall. Not sure what's happened to electric. He's going to get disqualified in a minute. There we go. He is disqualified from the session. I think that could be a wheel issue there, because he drove straight into the wall and he's not reversed out at all, and that could be a wheel issue, but that has just changed everything in this race here. Electric Envy's return to IRS, not going the way he wanted. 1 lap on the game and he's been disqualified from the session. Top Pappy needs to stay out here. He can't go into the pits, otherwise he's not going to be able to catch up to the pack. He'll be left down and stuck. He's got a good chance to get himself back into the points here. He wants to hope that Star Defender and Epi Fox, they should. Let's see what sort of tyres everyone's got left. Star Defender into the pits. Epi as well. Fire Hands picking up a lot of penalties there. Maybe trying to unlap himself, I don't know. Top Pappy staying out, so he should be able to unlap himself there. Get back to the back of the pack. Dusty Balls into the pits. I feel sorry for the guys that boxed a couple of laps before this, because they've lost out. Star Defender and Epi onto the medium tyres then. Brand new set of mediums. The perfect tyre to end this race on here. Same with Dusty Balls. MC Sassino, also you're going to jump onto mediums as well. A fresh set of mediums for the top 5 here. As Kentrim now jumped into the top 5, he's going to be 4th position for Kentrim. Pistol Racing, where's he going to join? Should jump up to P6, I think, past MC Sassino here. It's going to be close. Not quite. Drive-through penalty for Fire Hands. He might as well just called it a day and retire in the pits. He is in the points, to be fair. He will get 2 points in P14, but is there any point after that atrocious race? Everyone is now into the pits. We might see people just use a set of tyres here just to catch up with the safety car and switch over to the softs. We're going to have a 5-lap race to the end. We should restart, I think, lap 21, lap 22. So it would be a good choice. As Mario Bros has just gone past. I think that's Fire Hands there. Mario Bros gets a 10-second time penalty, which will be removed at the end of the race, more than likely. Fire Hands has retired on track. So that's 2 drivers now we've lost. It's a debutant of Fire Hands and the return of Electric Envy. To be fair, Top Pappy could just use these hard tyres here just to catch up with the back of the pack and then switch over to a set of new tyres. I think he shouldn't box this lap, he should go around one more time and then box. Let's have a look at the positions gained in this race now. Kentrim up 4, MC Sassino up 4, Pistol Racing up 2, Mario Bros up 1. See Mitch losing 4 positions, Matty and Wild Jager not having the best of races. There's your stops. Kentron, the only driver with a one stop, even with the safety car. He's having a great race. Another contender for driver of the day. Did get a bit lucky jumping a few positions with the safety car, but he was driving well before the safety car come out. As like I said, Top Pappy still just coming down the Hamilton Straight into sector 1. I should tell you there's hot lap off early. Onto, it should say it's IRS onto medium, just to save it. So this race will be restarting on lap 22 then, going on to lap 22, so it's going to be 4 laps. If I was someone like IRS, I'll be 44, C Mitch, Mario Bros, I think I would be in for soft tyres personally. Good opportunity to jump ahead of the 2 guys on the hard tyres who are 4 or 5 lap old hards. RSW44 has done that. Top Pappy's picked up a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. So RSW44 hasn't got really nothing to lose here. He was at the back of the pack. Should come out ahead of Top Pappy and keep his position out of a fresh set of softs. Top Pappy, he stays out on the hards. I'm surprised he didn't box. But safety car should be in at the end of this lap then. RSW44 will come out on the soft tyres. Warm those up. Gets out ahead of McLaren, so that's good news for him. But nothing to lose for RSW44 here. Currently down in P11, 12. Down into those positions. Those hard tyres on Wild Jaeger and Matty's car in 8th and 9th will be very cold. Maybe a feisty little battle here. We're going to keep an eye out on Epi. See if he can take Ferrari's first win of the season here. Safety car should be in at the end of this lap as Top Pappy finally rejoins the back of the pack, giving himself an opportunity here to get some points. We'll have a fighting chance of getting some decent points. Safety car in this lap. Lights off on the Mercedes as it heads back to the pit lane. Star defender then, who's led this race for the majority of it, is ahead of Epi, waiting for the chance to pounce and restart this race. How late will he leave it? Does he catch Epi slipping? Epi's right onto the back of Star Defender. There he goes. On the exit of Vale coming through Club. It's a good start from Star Defender. Epi under pressure more from Mustard Oroveng. We've already got a move here. Pistol Racing up the inside of MC Sassino. We'll keep an eye on RSW44 on those softs at the back. See if he can make a move through anyone. He should be able to. As Dusty Balls P5 trying to get back into that podium position before the safety car. Onto the back of Kentrum. RSW44 on the back of C Mitch. Not quite close enough at the moment. Star Defender draining that battery, trying to push away from Epi. He's run wide there, I think. Did he run wide a little bit there? I think he did. Also a little bit of time to Epi. Mr. Oroveng all over the back of Epi as well. Here comes Dusty Balls onto the back of Kentrum, trying to find a way past while Jager's having a little look at MC Sassino into Stowe. Not quite close enough. IRS LB44 still tucked up behind C Mitch. Runs wide. That'll be a track limit warning. IRS LB44 got to go down a couple more gears. Use gear 3. Get them revs up. He's got a good chance to get into the top 10 here. That's Dusty Balls all over the back of the RB of Kentrum. Just slightly runs into the back of him here. Pistol Racing, trying to get a better exit. He's side by side with MC Sassino. Sorry, that was Dusty Balls with Kentrum, sorry. We've got two battles here. As here comes Dusty Balls up the inside of Kentrum. Into Brooklands, gets the job done. Back to MC Sassino. Trying to get a good exit out of Luffield to get a job done on Kentrum, not quite close enough. Top 3 is split up. Dusty Balls trying to get himself back onto that podium. Just outside the 1 second of Mr. Orobeng. Pistol Racing still under pressure from MC Sassino here as we head on to the hangar straight for the 23rd time. Williams looking for a way past. Not quite close enough into Stowe, gets a better exit. Down into Vale we go, should be able to brake later and try and put the Williams on the outside. Slight bit of contact. Pistol Racing didn't really have nowhere else to go there. I think that was just a understeering moment from MC Sassino into the side of Pistol Racing there. Luckily for them both, while Jager and Matty not able to take advantage of it, IRS LB44 has got past C Mitch and is now chasing down Mario Bros. Dusty Balls onto the back of Mr. Orobeng. An exciting finish here in Tier 2 for this round 1. It's been nothing short of entertainment from my point of view here on the commentary box, as Dusty Balls looking for a way past here on Mr. Orobeng. 3 laps to go. Here comes Dusty Balls with the ERS up the inside, but he's going to be under pressure on the hangar straight with the DRS for Mr. Orobeng. That's a spin from Dusty Balls. Luckily he saves it, but there goes the opportunity of getting a podium. He's going to slot back in behind Pistol Racing ahead of his teammate. So the Williams luck from last season is not carrying on to season 13 here. The season of bad luck. The lucky number 13, as MC Sassino has a look at his teammate. IRS LB44 gets up into P10. He's got 2 laps to push those softs as hard as he can to catch up to the massive DRS train ahead of him. FE 1.4 seconds behind Star Defender. We've got battles all the way through out the field. Mr. Orobeng just breaking the DRS to Kentrum. And Dusty Balls regain his composure. Tries to get the 2 cars ahead of him. Pistol Racing try to catch up with Kentrum, who runs a bit wide there. FE now 1.3 seconds behind Star Defender. They're both pushing as hard as they can. Star Defender leading the way ahead of FE on lap 25 here. Mr. Orobeng in his debut race in the Aston, currently sitting on a podium position. Matty Burr picking up a 3-second time penalty. Luckily for him, IRS LB44 is currently 4.7 seconds away as we're about to start the final lap here. Star Defender on to lap 26. 1.2 seconds ahead of Effie. MC Sassino getting past his teammate Dusty Balls there. Pistol Racing, right onto the back of Kentrum. It's going to be a grandstand finish here in Tier 2 for the opening race of the season. Keep an eye out on that gap between the leaders. Epi almost within the 1 second gap of Star Defender as we're having a look at the battle for 4th position here. Here comes Pistol Racing. Will he go too early? Up the inside on Kentrum. Through Brooklands. Around the outside for Luffield. MC Sassino on the inside now as well. Epi has got within the 1 second gap of Star Defender. We're going to have to skip this little battle here because Star Defender is starting to be under pressure as we head onto the hangar straight for the final time. Star Defender running wide. Epi with it, the ERS and the DRS heading down towards Stowe Corner. A lot of drivers picking up time penalties there coming through. Maggots and Beckett's and Cops. But Star Defender leading the way. Down towards Vale for the final time. Under pressure from the Ferrari of Epi, who's doing everything he can to try and win this race. But the McLaren of Star Defender is going to take the victory here in the opening round of the season. 2 tenths ahead of Epi in the Ferrari. Mr. Orobeng is going to get Kentrum, who's just ahead of Pistol Racing, MC Sestino, Dusty Balls, and then Wild Jaeger and Matty Burr battling for 8th and 9th. IRS LB44 will be P10 ahead of probably Mario Bros, which will get his penalty removed. In P11, is that P12, sorry, and then Top Pappy P13, Electric and Firehounds DNFing. But what an entertaining finish to Tier 2 that was. Definitely enjoyed that one. Congratulations to Star Defender. There's the race winner. Also gets the fastest lap and a point on the board. IRS LB44 gets driver of the day by the game and the most overtakes. But I will decide the driver of the day as of right now. I think there's quite a lot of people to choose from, to be fair. As I just get the final classification. There we go. But driver of the day, I mean, you could argue between the top two. They've had a great battle all race long. Drove very well, no penalties. Mr. Orobeng getting a debut podium. Another story to talk about there. Kentrum P4 on the grid from P8, holding up the rest of the grid there at the end. Pistol Racing from 9th to 5th. MC Sassino from 10th to 6th. A lot of drivers to choose from. IRS LB44 up to P10 from P12. A lot of overtakes from him as well. But for me personally, I think driver of the day deserves to go to the Racing Bulls driver, Kentrum. Superb job. I think him and Pistol Racing are the 2 contenders for driver of the day in my opinion, but it's going to go to Kentrum. Very well deserved. Tier 2 definitely showing Tier 1 how to start off a season here. Can Tier 1 make it any better than that? Any more entertaining than what that's just been? I hope they can. I think for the drivers watching that back, they're going to enjoy it. Some good racing, some good battling. I hope you've all enjoyed that one. We'll be back on Tuesday for Tier 1. It'll be 8 o'clock UK time, Great Britain. So until then, peace out. Bye bye. Enjoy.